Welcome to the Knox County Board of Commissioners regular session for August 25th, 2026. This morning we have Knox County Human Resources, and I'll turn the floor over to you to introduce yourself and inform us.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Courtney Lauer, she, her, hers. I'm the HR director for Knox County. Just passed my 4-year mark. Woohoo!
Congratulations.
I don't remember seeing a cake, but that's okay. You'll make up for it.
Cupcake.
Good to be back with you as always. We had 107 employees so far that have completed our wellness program. We are still waiting for that final report as claims, are resolved. But as soon as we get that, we will let all the staff know how many have completed, who they are, and then they should look forward to a stipend. And usually we do that the second pay of November. So it's just right before the holidays.
So you want to talk about the stipend so that people...
Sure, absolutely. So SEBCO, the consortium that we're in for our healthcare, they give us a stipend of money for it's $30 for each person that was on the bill for October. So each person that has signed up for medical insurance through the county, we would get a portion of that added to our budget for wellness. And so we use those funds as an incentive for our employees to get 3 particular activities done. Their annual wellness visit, blood draw that includes cholesterol check, and then doing an online health assessment to help provide them with data on things that they may need to focus on in the next year with their help. So with those funds that we get from SEBCO, we can give a stipend up to $250 to the employees that complete that program. So it really, the stipend depends on how many folks have completed it, because of course there are finite resources that we get from that program.
Is there a percentage or number of people that you have a goal for on this?
We don't necessarily have a goal. We have, 405 folks that are eligible for medical insurance through the county. So that makes up, the number of folks who could potentially complete those requirements, and we had 107 this year.
Which I think is a record, right?
It is the most that we have had so far. Usually it hovers around the 50 to 60 mark.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're glad that folks are being proactive about their health.
Yes.
Any other questions about that?
Not
Okay.
like that. I do have one later on about
Okay, all right.
cybersecurity
Hold
stuff.
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on, it's coming. So we've done an annual health fair the last 3 years. And this year we're going to pull back a little bit on it. We're going to have, it's going to be Thursday, October 22nd. We're going to host it upstairs in the second floor conference room. And we're going to have flu shots like we always do, and vaccines that, if people want them, blood pressure checks, and we're having an audiologist use another room down the hall for hearing checks, because that was a popular station that folks went to last year. The kind of restricting of it this year is based on budget, as well as, the changeover of staff upstairs. So we want to reevaluate the programs that we're offering to the county employees, make sure that we're getting a great return on the investment of tax dollars. So we're pulling a little bit back this year, but that doesn't mean that we won't have another robust program next year. We're just kind of doing an evaluation of what would be best.
Good.
Open enrollment for insurance will be the first 2 weeks of November. There are no substantive changes to the coverage, deductibles, etc. The coverage will remain the same for 2027. And as always, we'll have a self-service portal that employees can go on to make changes to their plans during that open enrollment period if they so choose. And then as always, if they have a life circumstance that opens them up to needing insurance or dropping insurance, anytime those life events happen, they have 30 days to make those changes to their insurance as well.
30 days from the event.
Correct. Yes, so if someone's getting married, they wanna put their spouse on the insurance, don't be like Courtney and wait until the 32nd day to get their spouse added. It has to be within 30 days. Don't worry, he was covered, it's all good. I wrote on the report, workers' comp, ADA interactive process, and family medical leave. And just wanted to let you know that, those three distinct things often work in tandem. So an employee who may get hurt, in the course of their job could also be eligible for FMLA, or the circumstances related to that. They may have a serious health condition where we're obligated to designate that as family medical leave. If they were to run out of that 12 weeks of unpaid leave, then we would enter into the ADA interactive process. The ADA, of course, is Americans with Disabilities Act. So once someone's FMLA runs out, that doesn't mean that that's the end of the line for their employment, right? There's some other avenues that we can take. And recently we've had a couple of cases where we've had these intersecting laws, and they're complicated. It's not easy, and so I'm happy that our departments are willing to reach out and help us, or we can help them walk through those situations. So I wanted to let you know that I spoke at the Communities Coming Together conference on the 5th, Kenyon College. The topic was behavioral health in the workplace, just talking about not only physical health, but mental well-being, and things that we have in place to help folks who may have a substance use disorder, that they can get the help that they need, get time off if they need it, and it's available to them, but also, get them back to work when they are, when they're healthy, right? I listed out, and also with the Communities Coming Together initiative, I wanted to let everybody know that Overdose Awareness Day is Sunday, August 30th, so coming up this Sunday, and there's going to be a ceremony at Ariel Foundation Park at 5:30. So if folks want to come out for that, that would be great.
So what day and time that is?
That's gonna be Sunday, August 30th at 5:30 p.m.
So this coming Sunday then?
Indeed, yes. Yep, they're gonna have a lighting of the tower and a moment of silence. You can park at the train station, what do you call that? The depot,
Yeah.
right there just off of the viaduct, and they'll have the path into Ariel Foundation Park lit,
Okay.
so you can walk down through there.
Great.
But I was looking up some information on their website, I saw that and thought that would be nice to include. I listed out some upcoming trainings and events, things that we're doing, things that we're attending. We had great response from training we had last week or 2 weeks ago now, civility and respect in the workplace. I invited Valerie Nash. She's a former HR director for Summit County JFS and now has her own consulting business. She came in to do the training, got great response about the content of her as a trainer. So we're having her back on September 29th to talk about working with different generations in the workplace and how we all communicate differently, and how we want to be recognized and things of that nature. So really looking forward to that, and hope that a lot of our supervisors, mid-level managers, even elected officials and department heads, but also folks that you may have in the department who are showing leadership potential that you want to develop more, are certainly invited to come to those on-site trainings as well. We will be participating in the Career Quest event on October 7th. That's put on in partnership with Ohio Means Jobs, Knox County, where they have all at the field house. Yeah, they have all of the employees set up around, or the employers set up around the field house with booths of activities and
You said the 7th?
7th, yes, October 7th. Starts at 8 a.m. and it goes until 2 or 2:30. I didn't write the hours down. But we've been doing that since they started. It's a great opportunity for kids to learn about different careers that they might want to explore, and we're grateful to be able to go and talk about the jobs that we have available here in the county. Don't forget, the required Corsa HR training is gonna be October 19th. It's a Monday. We were limited on the availability of the trainers, so, from 9 to 11. That's where we need to have 80% of our elected officials and department heads come and attend that.
That would be over there.
At the Memorial Building, correct. Yes. And when we get that transit center done in the meeting room, then we'd love to go down there and use that space for that, right?
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. If anybody's looking, specifically county department heads or things that are looking for an AI training, OPELRA is offering one mid-October. And so I'll send out some information to our electeds and department heads about that. Talk about our open positions right now. We just added yesterday, it's not on the report, but yesterday we posted for a planning director, county planning director. And we have full-time, part-time dispatchers still needed in our 911 center, transit, full-time driver, night bus driver. The airport authority is still looking for an administrative assistant, and several other opportunities that folks can apply for. So,
Jason, you'll get updated on the response for that planner.
Yes.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
as we receive applications and resumes, we will forward them directly to Jason to review.
Okay.
As we get them. Yeah, we don't hold them and then send them in a bunch. We just send them as we get them. And we've, canvassed a lot of different places. It's not just posted to our website. We also use CCAO, that's County Commissioners Association of Ohio, their website, and indeed the Chamber, Ohio Means Jobs. It's been shared on LinkedIn, and Andrew is going to be so gracious as to help us get that out on other social media platforms.
And I believe Sam was gonna put it out on the Ohio Planning Association for me also. We're
that'd
trying
be
to
good.
get that
Yeah.
as wide as we
Cast as
can.
wide a net
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anyone is looking for an opportunity to join us here in Knox County for a job, I would encourage them to go to our website, co.knox.oh.us, and then also Ohio Means Jobs. We post all of our opportunities there as well.
Andrew, does that website address ever change to tie into now that we're knoxcounty.oh.gov? Can we eventually change the website to that?
So it is actually already that.
Okay.
We actually have two
Both?
aliases,
Okay.
so either one will work.
Okay, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the other one besides the one that I read off?
I think about
See how your memory is.
Yeah, I know. I gotta think
Put you on
about
the
it.
spot.
I use the old one still. It's just kind of stuck in my memory.
I do too.
No
No worries.
So
You're
it's
okay.
not knoxcounty.oh.gov then, that's not it.
You can get to it from there. But if someone
Yep.
puts it,
knoxcounty.oh.gov.
Okay.
okay, or you put in the old Google box, Knox County, Ohio.
Yep.
Then it'll bring you to the page as well. Let's see, year to year review. We have had a slowdown on interviews, onboardings, and offboardings, which has been okay with us because during our training, it's nice not to have too many, but obviously we want to get those positions filled. And Jan is coming along great,
Good.
doing those onboarding and interview scheduling and things. So, and right now we are monitoring 18 FMLA cases, which is pretty standard for us, about average. So, you had another question, sir?
Yes, I did. So in our recent audit that we had from the state, it talked about we needed to have cybersecurity training for all employees.
Mhm.
I didn't know whether your office and IT were working together to see that happens.
IT actually administers that training. It's the
Okay.
know before modules. And Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but they come out 4 times a year, or
I
like quarterly.
we're quarterly right now.
Yeah, instead of having folks go through every module all at once.
Yeah.
They've kind of spread them out, which is nice. It cuts down on the time that you're spending doing them. But it also, I think, keeps it fresh in your mind as you're, having them every so often. So yes, your IT department takes care of that required training.
So that was the question that popped up there, but so your October 7th career quest at the field house at Mount Vernon. Then Barry, at the juniors are gonna be
The 9th.
on the 9th. You would talk a little bit about that one.
On the 9th, we're having juniors from area schools come to the Memorial Building to talk about grassroots government.
Fantastic.
Who's elected, how they got elected, what their job is, what their requirements are to be in that position.
Great.
We're gonna have the Board of Elections there to show them how and what a voting booth looks like, so.
Wonderful.
Should be a good turnout, looks to be about, looking at the math, not 700, maybe 600, Andrew, I think, putting those numbers together. We
Something
still-
like that.
Still haven't heard from Senator or Fredericktown, but that'll be in the 30s probably.
Yeah.
So,
What a great opportunity to put your civics to, yeah.
So right now, Andrew and I have kind of been working our heads together to see how we might split things up so that they don't get bored in a 2-hour slideshow. We're not gonna give them pencils.
That'd be quite a feat if they're using the theater over there, getting them clear up in the ceiling,
Yeah.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, what a great opportunity
Yeah.
for the students to learn that, not just in the classroom, but
They don't teach civics anymore.
they don't. Oh, okay,
Yeah. American government.
okay. I remember my civics class very well, but
Yeah.
that was longer ago than I want to admit.
Well, Courtney, we
Yeah,
appreciate you
thank you,
coming in and updating us
Oh,
and what you
absolutely.
guys do upstairs for all of our county employees.
Thanks for representing us at that event.
Yes, happy to do so, and we appreciate the support. So if you need anything before I see you next month, you know where I am.
Okay,
All
perfect.
right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Have a great day.
You too.
I think the sheriff's out there.
Yeah, he's over there at Penny's office.
How are you? Good to see you.
Well, that'll work out well with all the kids together on the 7th, and then you have them again on summer morning at 9th.
Yeah, familiar face. Morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
We have the Knox County Sheriff with us for an update. Mr. Dan Weckeser. Dan, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Alright, good morning, everyone. So currently our jail population is at 93. We've got 24 females and 69 males. And so our jail is almost at capacity. But so we have, as far as employment, we have 2 individuals that began police academy at North Central on Monday, the 24th. The academy runs through the 27th. So we'll be looking forward to those 2 young men getting through the academy and helping get our staff back where it needs to be. As far as training, we're getting ready to get our training division up and going. Major Perkins will be the training coordinator, and he'll be responsible for ensuring all required training meets current compliance with state and federal requirements. Our evidence room, great improvement for the sheriff's office. Everything's being moved out there. In fact, most of it's been moved and everything's organized, looking really good. We got 2 new vehicles, one's being upfitted for a K9 and the other one will be just to be equipped as a regular police cruiser.
With Jason, the coroner moving out of there, that should give them even some more additional room, shouldn't it?
Yeah, when that's done, we'll move that temporary
Yeah,
plug-in morgue that we have. The coroner will still, she'd like to go and just take that over to the new location, just as some redundancy if needed, but yeah, it'll get moved out of there.
That gives you some more room, right, Sheriff?
well, currently it's in the entrance bay for commissary at the sheriff's office at the main. So we'll probably go ahead and move it to the back. That way that room's open, so when people come for delivery, they can open that bay up and, have more room to put their stuff. So, and it's set up in the back for the morgue, so everything's prepared for it.
Anything alarming we should know about?
Nothing I can think of right off.
So all the rain we've had has not been an issue between the building and the.
Oh, it has,
Okay.
it has, but everybody's been great. They're getting everything fixed back up out there. The Marks Tower, we may have some grounding issues that they have to fix there. We still have a few issues in the jail with some door mechanisms and whatever. And I think the cameras, they got everything fixed back up on that. So we're doing pretty good. Fire suppression stuff, they've all of that's been being worked on the last few days. I'm gonna guess it'll probably be finished by Friday, I suppose.
And the adjuster was out, because Robin had brought submit a Corsa claim, and so the adjuster was out last week to look at the fire panel and,
That's gotta be a healthy claim, doesn't it?
what's that?
Gotta be a healthy claim.
That was about 68,000, and then, we don't know on the door mechanisms yet, we're still waiting on that. We had a little bit out in the new evidence room, we had like maybe $1,000 in claims for, some kind of a panel and a camera got fried. So those got turned in. The equipment in the building was Spectrum equipment, so that wasn't ours. And then the lights that were damaged going down the lane, it was just ended up being a fuse that was blown out by that storm. So that was a simple fix. So it's depending on the doors, that's what we're kind of waiting on. And so we're at about $70,000 claim right now, but depending on what happens with the doors.
And there was one printer in the chief's office, the modules blew out of that, but I think that might be covered through the lease agreement with Moms. So.
Any public action or recourse from the, not putting the flock cameras up?
I've had some complaints both ways, but I feel we've made the right decision for now. And in the future, if they set it up kind of like our OLEG or LEAD, where there's penalties, stiff penalties for misuse on our side, we may look at it again. And also, I want to know where that data is going.
Right.
So until I know for sure where the data's going, we're gonna stay away from it.
Wasn't too many guardrails on this thing currently, is there?
Yeah, and there was also, when we had grant money for the first year, but not for the second, third year, right?
It looks like we may be able to reallocate that grant money for an app that we're looking at. It's called My Sheriff. And so we may be able to reallocate that, which will be a way to inform the citizens on what's going on a real-time status.
It's been a while since I've been out there where the evidence room is, but is there an apron, cement apron in front of that, or is it just gravel right up to the door?
They put a small apron in front, which works perfect. I mean, it's really set up nice now compared to what it was, so we're thankful for that.
And I think we are looking at bringing out some additional gravel to run, to just repack that area anyway, back there to both garages and around. So I think Todd's got a contractor coming to look at that
Yeah.
soon to put some additional gravel. Yeah.
Anyway, we purchased the one storage pod, the one that was in good shape, and so we're gonna use that so that the storage side of the building is not such a cluster,
Yeah.
so everything will be well organized. We're planning on probably our shields and helmets and stuff like that will probably go in that buildings.
What's been the response from the public about some of you guys wearing SWAT uniforms instead of regular?
I think we had one person that thought it looked a little too much military, but for the most part, everybody's, they like them. And our reason for doing it is that way our SRT guys are prepared and ready to go. If we have some kickoff, hopefully we don't, but if we do, they're already prepared. They don't have to go back to their residence or back to the office to get their equipment. They already have it, so already in the vehicle.
Good.
I noticed, St. Vincent has a SRO now. Is that connected with us or is that totally separate from us?
That's separate from us. The city of Mount Vernon's supplied SRO.
So our SROs are Centerburg and then East Knox?
Yeah. We have 2 at East Knox and 1 in Centerburg.
Well, appreciate you keeping us straight on what's going on there. Do we still have a bicycle patrol?
So we do have some bicycles at the office, but if I remember right, I think we only have one person that's still certified. Everybody else is either retired or has moved on to, so we are looking at that and seeing if we have anybody that will have some interest in it. I think we have 2 bikes.
Okay.
You don't have an impound lock, do you?
We do.
Where is it at?
It's connected to the evidence building.
Okay, I
which
guess I didn't think about that.
in the future, that needs to be upgraded too, but we'll just do it one step at a time. It needs to be larger and redesigned. Even years ago with the smaller tow trucks, it was a problem getting stuff in there then. Now with the bigger tow trucks, it's a real challenge for them to be able to maneuver around in there. So we'll have to redesign that in the future.
Appreciate it, Sheriff.
Thanks, everyone.
Go get some bad people.
Well, there's more of them we have off the street, the better.
Yeah,
That way
right.
they're not victimizing our citizens.
Have a good day.
All right, Commissioners, we just have a few items here. Recognize and commend Margaret Peggy Dunn, Ohio District 5 Area on Aging, Outstanding Senior Citizen of the Year.
And she'll get that award up at Mansfield tomorrow, so make a motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Alright.
And then we talked about this a little bit the other day. Corsa submitted, their reevaluations, and this is just us choosing again that we would do the courthouse, the memorial building, and the courthouse annex as insured and reproduction value. And then the other items that were somewhat historic, but the public defender's office, the veteran's office would just be a replacement value like regular insurance. So that's they had me circle those and for you to sign off on that, and we'll send that back to Corsa.
Okay, make a motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Alright.
And then the county engineer submitted an agreement with DLZ Ohio Inc. for the annual inspections of a portion of county bridges. There's 20 of them in the amount of $10,500.
Okay, make a motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Alright. Did you skip number 1?
I'm sorry, I had it crossed off. Yeah, that got tabled. That's with the changes in the House bills relating to property tax. That is all on hold.
Okay.
So that'll be resubmitted by the Budget Commissioner once the new the new bills take effect, so. Tabling that for now.
Okay, thank you.
And then, just kind of that's all I've got on that. A couple quick updates. The compost site, Todd and I will be out there tomorrow with the contractor looking at, kind of starting to look at grading the site, deciding what kind of, if we can get some aggregate in there, some gravel in there, what can we do to kind of make it better? So the site's not completely empty, but it's been dramatically reduced enough to the point we can get a contractor in there and look at kind of how we want to set the site up going forward. The goal is still to hopefully have this thing open by the end of September, get it back open, as a manned facility. So working on the contract, working on what the site's gonna do. So tomorrow we're gonna go out and kind of walk it and kind of decide what we can do.
Are we going to, lay out the charges and such like that, or will the
It
contract?
will, when we do a contract, yeah, with the.
The contract.
Yeah, it'll all lay out what the business cost would be and that kind of stuff, yes.
Good.
Yeah. So those are, and then, you kind of mentioned the morgue earlier. I had a conversation with the architect today. He is working on just some preliminary sketches based on the meeting we had with the coroner and her team. He's gonna put some things together and then we'll get back with her and sit down and kind of say, is this generally the concept that you're thinking? Before we go into any design plans or anything like that. So he's in the early phases of that, but we've got some time because, you know, wastewater is probably not gonna be out there till close to the first of the year. So this is probably a 2027 project anyway. So we've got some time, but it's good that we're getting it designed. So as soon as the building's vacated, we can get ready to go.
And then when our transit is completed and we're in there, what are we planning on doing with our current facility?
It'll be sold.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll accept offers and either, we'll probably contract with the land bank to sell that on behalf of the county. That way it can be done at highest and best use for that area of town. But yeah, it will be sold.
Are we
Proceeds
still,
will come back to the county.
are we still looking at October, sometime in October to be in there?
Probably Thanksgiving, I would
Okay.
say, or first part of December is probably more likely.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
thank you.
We get done earlier, that'd be great, but I would say that's probably realistic, is Thanksgiving.
And we have our,
Don't tell modern builders I said that.
so then we have our hearings today on the aggregate.
Yeah, it's a hearing technically, but really it's Bob from Palmer Energy will just be here, that if anybody showed that wanted information, he will have information to hand out. It's not, technically, the commissioners didn't need to attend the hearing, but I just set them up to be done just during our normal day, so in case somebody came in.
Yeah, so it's 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. And that's relating to Fredericktown and Mount Vernon, seceding authority to the county for, aggregate.
I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Well, one last thing. So you and I will be going to the area agency on aging up in Mansfield tomorrow for Peggy Dunn, so we'll be doing that. So it's great to have Peggy Dunn getting that honor. So I make a motion to adjourn.
We stand adjourned.
There's your stack to sign.